All right, so we're going to play Don't Look Back on a subway table. These are a core set of rules. While we show it with rural cabin in the woods style terrain, the game system can be adapted right out of the book for any sort of terrain that you already have. In this case, a 3x3 subway that you can find on our website. It's currently out of stock, but you can hit that notify me when it's back in stock. It is on the list to be restocked soon. And the more people hit that button for it to be restocked, the quicker it will occur. Without further ado, hopefully the audio stays good. Let's get this going. I'm gonna roll up to see which of our 4 characters we're gonna be playing. Matt, would you like to talk a little bit about the scenario that we're gonna be playing?
Sure. So we're going to modify Well in the Woods to fit our subway situation here. So we're going to have a drainage area that somebody, a local wizard or cult member, has decided to start his summoning ritual down here. Unfortunately, whatever it is that he summoned came forth from this drainage pipe, chased him, and he went headfirst right into an oncoming train car. His bits were scattered about the subway platforms, and our heroes, who just got off of the 34th L train, are going to be trying to collect the pieces that are scattered about, return them to this drainage ditch, and send back whatever this sewer-dwelling beast is. Yup, Broadstone pink mist.
Pizza Rat. I like Pizza Rat. If I had Sean's... Oh, man. So I was looking for a model to represent a different killer for this one, just for fun. And if I had Relic Blade's, like, he has like a bunch of rats for this Vermin Lord, that would have been great. All right, so I wrote up the characters.
And
2, 3, 5, 6. So I'm gonna mix these up.
we're gonna see 2, 3,
Let me make
5,
sure I
and
have all
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we do have all 6. Good. So 1, don't care. 2, first up is Alice. 3, max the abs. No 4. 5, Holden Gibson. And 6, is it Seth, or do we finally get a reprieve? Denise DeGraw. This big round of applause. So everyone's happy because Seth Newton is not in this game for once. We may stand a chance of winning. Great.
He had to stay late for his first semester class and get some work done.
All right, so we got Alice, Max, Holden, and Denise.
So apparently Holden smuggled his sawed-off shotgun around in like a duffel bag.
He hasn't. So let's do the turnstile room as section A. Maybe it's like
And we're also going to need a grate, a sewer grate or something to mark our well, which is going to also be in the center of A.
Yep, I figured we would do. Wait, I had something. Where is it? It's in the other room. I don't want to go because that's going to screw up audio. Let's make it this. So this is the supporting character token. And I can flip it over to the other side. So what's nice is this actually like allows, like, divides the board really nicely. So we'll put it like right here.
All right, cool. So this is actually one of the few remaining entrances that goes to some old Victorian tunnels that actually lay underneath the modern subway, and that's where our local cultist has come to awaken some sort of evil from down under there. He did a good job, and then it chased him, backed right into the oncoming train there, and now his relics and his bits are scattered all over.
All right. And just to give you guys like a specific sort of idea of what we do, in the book, the table setup says, set up the table to represent a wooded area with lots of natural terrain. Place the midnight well in the middle of table section A. So there is a lot of terrain here. And we just did the well, we just changed it to a vent. And then place 3 fright tokens in the center of the table. Boom, setup's done, subway's here. The other thing to consider would be difficult and area terrain. So things for jump scares and things that impede movement. I think for this, the tracks should be difficult terrain.
Agreed.
Because you have to be
Climbing
careful.
in and out of them and stuff. Yeah, don't want to get executed.
For jump scares, I think the escalators, the trains, and these, you can see there's 2 types of pillars here. There's pillars and there's I-beams. I think these pillars should be jump scares, escalators and trains, but these pillars should not.
Sounds good to me.
You agree?
Yeah, so the big square ones, the ones that look like something could be lurking behind it, those will be our jump scare.
Yeah, that, escalators, and if you get within 2 inches of the train.
All right, I like it.
And
could be terror, could be just a homeless guy. You never know.
In the rules, if you go to here, you can find these terrain rules once you get your rule book right up here. And the first thing is difficult terrain, which we said just impedes movement. That's going to be the 3 tracks. The second is area terrain, 04 for jump scares. And that's it. We have successfully adapted one of the core scenarios to a very, very different style of table than what is initially provided as an example.
Then we're also going to need to, Connor, put our points of interest. So these are the items that we have to bring back and toss down the old Victorian
Yes. There's one in the center of each section,
it's
right?
6 inches, within 6 inches of the outer corners.
Kind of got some like Victorian music going on. It's some like bow music, harpsichord. All right, within 6 inches. 6 inches, random direction, right?
No, just it comes in just 6 inches.
Oh,
Just straight in from the corner.
all right. So the first one's going to be inside the subway car, or at least on the ground below it.
That's the one that just plowed into him.
So when that's
So what's left of our local cultist or warlock is now underneath that car.
and the second one is going to be
Cool.
all right. We got our 3 middle fright tokens. We have our 3 points of interest that we must retrieve and get back to the vent to banish this guy.
And what do you say when he's first conjured this time? Why don't we roll a random one, Connor,
Yeah.
instead of using the one straight out of the scenario?
I like
We can
that.
roll on the table. Generator of madness.
I like that a lot. Let me get to this page. What was, I just realized, is anything considered indoors here? The train cards, are they indoors if you're inside them?
So, are you talking about for searching?
Yeah. And
I would
knock
say
and shout.
in here. And for what was that? Oh, for knock and shout. So
Yeah.
I would say train cars maybe for knock and shout. And then I would say we can search anywhere in here counts as interior. So
Alright.
people could be chucking stuff down along the tracks, or somebody's ditching their robbery weapon in the garbage can. So I think we could find whatever it is we find, we could find pretty easily.
Yep, I think that's right. Oh, turn counter, because that was legitimately very helpful. Let me get that going. Counter.
People are digging the music. Broadstone says he's already planning for Nova next year. Awesome. Dude, we'd love that if you'd take this to Nova and play it. Thank you so much for the support.
All right, so can someone give me a exclamation mark turn? Make sure it's working.
Yeah, I can do that. And it's plus, right? Space plus.
Yeah, if you want to go up and down.
Okay, cool.
Who got it?
Right,
Who got
looks
it
like we
first?
got
That's
it
the
in there.
question. Not Doug. Tuttons. Tons. Exclamation mark tons. Yeah, rip you, man. All right, we're on turn 1. Fright phase goes first. I need a
Yep, let's see if
D20,
this thing's doing anything.
my D10, and my cool case. You don't get this many dice. I just have extras. You do get the cool case, though. Fright tokens first, yeah? Here we go.
Yep, so we're gonna build tension on a 10 plus on this first round.
It's an 8. It was a close one.
So
Give me
since
quick reference
we
table.
did not activate fright tokens, one's gonna spawn in the center. The rats in the shadows are collecting. Whatever's come forth from Victorian subway or Victorian sewers is calling to its kin.
Who
I
did
think whatever we get, we're gonna have to call this the Rat Man.
The Rat Man.
This definitely would be the Rat Man. Yeah.
who came up with the VHS? Was it you or is it Ben?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Ooh.
I'll proudly take credit for that.
It was a clutch move, that's for sure.
That was certainly
Okay, add in a fright token. And killer phase. Killer didn't spawn, so now we're on to the character phase.
Yes.
Gotta look here. The farthest one should probably be Alice.
Yeah, and
she
you don't
can
have
move the
Seth
fastest.
this time, so he's not super slow.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go with Max the Abs first. Oh, son of a gun. Just murdered our board. Classic.
Killer's here already.
So he can. Man, I wish I had made. So this was the very first knife that we made, which is pretty good. I made some adjustments for the production ones, and I wish I had that one.
Broadstone, are you in the States? Are you a Blockbuster kid or a Hollywood Video?
All right, so it took Max both his movements to get across the track since it's difficult terrain. He is within 2 inches of the escalator, so we're going to jump scare. It is a 2 eerie sounds. The character makes an awareness test. No, come on, Max. Awareness 10. It's a 3. He's so aware. He does not trip, not at all.
Awesome.
Next. Hey, is his
Some
Baby
rats come
Blues,
pouring
is
down
that
the
a,
stairs.
is Baby Blues a free action, or is that a...
Sure is.
So he's gonna Baby Blues Alice, give her a free movement. So she's gonna move 2 inches down, difficult terrain. Then she's gonna spend her first movement to go 2 inches up and the last inch. So that's her first. She has 5 inches movement. And then she's gonna jump scare as well.
Yeah, those rats are starting to pour down the escalators.
5, tap on the shoulder. Place the closest friendly character within 8 inches and base to base with this character. Ooh. Nice, his Baby Blues. They're sticking together. That's a sign.
She starts screaming as the rats come pouring down, and he comes up to help her out. She gets all frightened by him coming up behind her.
I need to avoid this swirling massive fright tokens. I just realized.
Yeah, Doug. Die together.
1, 2, 3, 4. Should have glued in these chairs for my display model.
Oh, yeah, this is really cool if you haven't seen these before.
So you want to
the
treat
interior
these
of
as open? Sorry. Doors as open?
Yeah, I think that's fine, because they sort of are, whatever, automated.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what you guys can be doing when when you get the rules too. So the rules say exterior doors and windows are locked, but you can make it fit, your narrative and your scenario really easily, and that's really what we encourage you to do.
Cool. Next move. I'm gonna just knock over these pillars.
That's your job.
She should probably spend first movement to get up here, and then can move 3 inches here. Roll for the jump scare next to the escalator.
Some more rats come pouring down. They're getting pulled from all over the city.
It's a 1, man. I got lunge. I kind of want to use her luck.
All right.
I kind of want to use the luck to re-roll it, because I don't want to kill her in the first round.
Okay.
So I'm using her luck point. She got 10. Move all fright tokens D10 towards this character.
Yes, the rats sniff
1.
around, but what she thought was the rat man is actually just somebody trying to hurry down the subway ahead of the rat swarm.
All right, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. It sucks that I have to spend her luck point on the very first turn, but getting a killer on the first turn is just so rough, man. 4. Roll for his jump. Although, watch me, I'm gonna get the killer again. It's a 7. Character gains a terror point. Not too bad.
Those rats. This is like if you guys are Indiana Jones fans when he's under Venice.
All right, that is turn 1. Done. Can we get a turn 2?
Exclamation point. Turn space plus?
Yeah.
Turn space plus. Oh, there, Doug's got it. Thanks, Doug. All right, so building tension. Things are already starting to get pretty tense down here.
So now we're on turn 2, rolling for fright tokens. On a 6+ it goes off. It is an 8.
All right, here they go.
How many do we even have? We have 1, 2, 3,
I believe there's
4. Okay. First one is a 6. 6 inches towards closest character. Second one is going to be a 4. Also 6 inches movement. Just gonna go ahead and move those before I...
So the swarms of rats are collecting.
So
Did they all move? Did they all just move towards closest character?
No, the first 2 move towards the closest character. The third one becomes the killer.
Here he is. So
let me roll for the fourth one real quick. 6. It also moves towards the closest character. Okay.
So this is where when you're playing either by yourself or with your friends, you want to decide ahead of time whether you're going to use the scenario-specific killer or the first time that it would appear when it's conjured, you can roll him up, or it, or they, up out of the core book. So this time we're not going to use the disjointed killer from the Midnight Well. We'll go ahead and roll our own, and we'll tailor it to fit the narrative of of some kind of hideous rat man that's been lurking.
All right, so first is its visage. Rolling a d10 to find out the visage. We need his MO first. First is his MO. Yes, that is correct.
So MO is how the killer will be placed and how it chooses who it's going to move towards during its turns.
I got 10 direct. Place the killer 6 inches away from most characters in the open. Oh no. when the killer...
No, he's on this token this time, though. So he's just going to come out
that's
right
right,
where the
that's
token used to be. So you're going to use the visage placement, or the MO placement, when he would leave the board and come back in. And especially in urban terrain, I think you're going to find that's going to be happening a lot more, especially if you have buildings, because he will, or it will, disappear from the table if it's out of sight, out of the front arc of the characters, if nobody can see him. Or after he kills somebody, then he's going to take some sort of souvenir and head off into the shadows to savor the moment and plan his next attack. Or if the characters are lucky enough to damage it enough, they could drive it off, and then it'll come back later.
He's going to be placed, and he's going to move, and because he's direct, I roll 2d10 and pick the better one.
Yes. Yeah, so he's just coming right in. He's not playing around.
We'll figure that.
Not happy.
We'll figure that out after we get the rest of his visages, or the rest of his traits. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Let's
find out what he looks like, man.
Yeah. What's it gonna be?
I'm rolling high. It is ethereal. It's a ghosty boy. Oh no, he like barely takes any damage. And it moves freely through terrain. Alright. And now we roll for the traits. 2 traits, yeah?
And he's gonna get 2 traits, yep. This is gonna be awesome.
3 and 9. The first is unnaturally fast. Add +2 to the killer's movement roll each turn. If only he had been that fast before the train hit him. And 9 is menacing. Characters have to make an awareness check to attack the killer with a melee combat attack.
Yeah, unfortunately, Darth Balls, Seth didn't come today. He got caught up at the AV club. He's got some work he's got to get done. So
Man.
I think what we might have here, possibly, is the spirit of like the Victorian rat catcher.
His job is never done. And with the advent of the subway, there's just more rats than ever could be.
And now we're a new type of vermin lurking under the streets of Northwood.
Pesky rats. Oh man, okay, so to recap, we rolled for the killer. He's direct, which means that when I move him, I roll 2d10, pick the best one. He's ethereal, which means he has the attack Unearthly Whale, 1 damage and 1 point of terror, and then Chilled Grasp, which does damage based on how many terror points the character has. So this is going to be a very terror-oriented killer. And then on the trait table, I have Unnaturally Fast. So on top of rolling 2d10 and picking the best one, he is going to move an additional 2 inches. And Menacing, if I want to attack, I have to make an awareness check. And if I don't pass him, I can't attack him in melee. I like this. I like this. This is good. Okay. So, we placed him, have to roll his movement. A 1 and a 3. So I choose the 3, and then I add the 2. And does he also get +1 for the character's terror?
Yes, he does.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 and 5. Targeting on ethereal. Who am I targeting?
Oh, let me go back and. So the ethereal killer, is he in base to base with more than one? Is that what's going on?
No, like who do I choose who's going after? It's for the direct, right? So it's just the most characters in the open. Yeah. So I get to choose between all 3 of these since he's equidistant from them.
Yes, yep.
Oh, man. I don't want him to go after Max, because when Max activates, he's going to get +3 terror, which means he's going to get like 2 shot. So I think I'm going to have to send him after Holden. Actually, I'm going to send him after Denise. And he moved 3 plus 2, so he moved 5, which gets her right there. And he attacks with attack 2, is that right? Or do I just go to the killer phase?
Yep, he's going to make his attack 2.
All right, his attack 2 is Chilled Grasp, Combat 12. 12 or under. It's a 7, it goes off. So she just takes 1 damage. So she doesn't have any terror right now.
Because his rule is that he does 0 plus the number of terror points on the character and injuries with a minimum of 1 damage.
All right. But now it's the killer phase. So he's already in base to base, so he's not moving. Attack number 1.
This is unearthly whale. It's
characters within range. It's his rat whistle.
It's his rat call. Yeah, it's his rat whistle. There's a high-pitched shrieking sound.
I think. Oh man. It's everyone except for Alice is within range.
Nice.
And
they take 1 injury and 1 point of terror each.
Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is bad, people.
We got a hashtag rat whistle from Doug.
Hashtag rat whistle.
Now I kind of want a rat whistle as an emoji for this.
Thanks, tabletop minions. This is our prototype. I was saying earlier. This is the very first one they made, and after playing with it once, I made some quality of life improvements. The newest one, the blade is 8 inches. The handle is 5. Most characters either move 4 or 5 for their movement. And I straightened out the spine a little bit, so it's a bit easier to measure. And the fort, it's all this to say that I wish I had the better production version in my hands, but I don't. Just have this right now. So everyone did that, and now he's attacking her with attack 2. Again, this is brutal, man. 3
Targeting
goes
the
off.
character with the most terror. Here comes Malev with his raid. Woo-hoo.
Malev in the raid with a 25. Yo, how's it going?
Hey, Malev. Hey,
Audio
everybody.
check, Malev. How does it sound compared to last night? Hopefully better, because I did staple foam to the ceiling. 0 plus number of terror points on target. So she has 1. So if she already has 1 terror, does she take 2 or does she say 1?
Say that again.
Because it's 0 plus, right? So she has 1 terror, so she takes 1 wound.
Yes. Yep.
Gosh, Denise is getting torn up. All right, we're in character
remember
phase
that
round.
we can do things like take deep breaths.
Yeah.
We could end up generating some. We could knock and shout on the train cars, get some lights going.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to evade quite a bit with this ethereal killer. So guys, we rolled if you just joined us from the live stream, welcome. Normally in this book, we've only been playing on roll, cabin in the woods type settings. Right now we are showing that the core scenarios that come in the book can be adapted very easily to whatever terrain you have. In this case, it is a rat catcher from the Victorian era with many a rat still to catch in the subway. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Darth Balls. Thanks, man. Let me make sure I got everyone else. Table up.
Oh yeah, until I get the official sound effect, we'll get the
Oh, that's what I knew there was something. I was like, man, I knew there was something I needed to add to the stream. And for the life of me, I couldn't remember.
It's all right. I'll just toss it out there for now. Handcrafted each time.
That's good. Here, I'm going to give everyone a little bit better close-up of the action. Over here, the rat catcher. I'm going to just drop cameras on our terrain. Yeah, there we go. There he is. Why is this? Oh, I see.
Thanks for coming by, Broadstone. Have a good time at work, and we'll see you later. Yeah, he's got to head to work soon.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting, man. All right, character phase for turn 2.
Yeah, Malev, we've got a Victorian rat catcher who's come up through an old tunnel. It's the spirit of a Victorian rat catcher coming up into today's subway, collecting rats and harvesting the seniors on their way home.
He did well. Yeah, technically turn 2, but
he was not happy that we were here.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate Max. I'm going to distract the killer.
All right.
I'm going to say, "Hey, rat face," and that's it. That was the whole insult. 1, 2, 3, and it moves him.
Stink at your job.
3 inches away.
Yes, 3 inches. Yep, directly towards that character, the distracting character.
So it's going to go here.
Is it typical for the killer to spawn so early? So it depends on the number of fright tokens that are about, because when you're rolling for fright tokens, it's on a result of a 9 or a 10, or it's a 1 in 10 chance on a jump scare. So it depends on how much area terrain you're using, and how quickly you start to pass those building tension rolls. You start activating the tokens.
It's much more common for it to be on turn 2. Like Doug said, we got a little unlucky there.
And since all of your characters have luck, if you really kind of wanted to burn that early on to keep the killer away, that is definitely something that you could do as well.
Yeah. So Max activated. He got 3 terror because of these 3 fright tokens that are right there.
So when you activate within 4 inches of a fright token, you gain a terror. So he's got this herd of rats following him around.
His first action, he distracted the killer to get him out of base to base with Denise. And his second, he's just gonna go. He's gonna say no thank you. Move 4 inches away. I need a jump scare too, because I'm next to the escalators, right?
Yep.
It is a 5, which means
you're jump scaring, right?
Yeah, place the closest friendly character within 8 inches.
Tap on the shoulder.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Is that 8? Yeah, it is. So Alice is tap on the shoulder. Hey, what are you running from? Tap, tap.
She hears him kind of get upset and screams. She decides to go back and check on him. Dope! Alice!
Alice, you loser. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and activate with Denise. And she's just gonna get out of here, man.
She's got things to do. In order to send the Victorian rat catcher back to his subterranean lair, we need to collect the 3 items that are the yellow tokens. You can see those are our points of interest. So we need to find those and bring them back and toss them back down the hole. So there's a rat catching stick is 1. There's the physical manifestation of his rat whistle is another. And then there's an old burlap sack that he used to collect the rats in. That's the 3rd one.
Guess what Denise just did for her jump scare?
I have no idea. She lunge?
She got it's. Oh wait, I was looking through the wrong table. Okay. Move all fright tokens D10 towards her.
Oh.
9. Oh, okay. Hey, that's actually.
She's got the attention of the rat herd.
It's actually like not too bad of a result. So they're all going to group up like right here. Just scurrying. Where are the rats? I hear their claws scraping against the tile, but where are they? So she double moved. How much? She's got 1 terror. Let's see if she trips. She does not. Now it is Holden's turn.
She can't be affording that.
I'm wondering if I try to shoot with Holden, but it's yeah, rat whistle. It's better than the rat flute because you don't have to play notes. You just like man. Okay. Do I shoot? Because he can only take 1 point of damage, right?
I mean, he's got a gun. This Holden's big day to shine. Ethereal Killer's got 5 wounds.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah, we need some some good like scurrying rat sounds in there, like when they.
Rolled an 18 first, used a luck point, one of his 2, and rolled a 3 for my second shot. It does D5 injuries, but it only does 1, right?
It's only going to do 1.
Yeah.
The Ethereal Killer only takes 1. Now, if we were to search around, potentially you could find the Ancient Blade, which does normal damage to Ethereal Killers.
So he does that, and then I think he's going to move forward.
No, I'm sorry, Darth Balls. He has a total of 5 that he can take, so he's taken 1 of his 5 before he's driven off.
I don't want to move that way though, because there's all those fright tokens right there. I'm gonna search. I'm gonna search with him.
Yeah, there's probably like a garbage can or something there. Let's see what people dumped in there.
Rolling a D10. I got a 2.
Ooh, that's a weapon table.
It's a good start. Let me switch over. All right, and now my second D10. Maybe I could get an anti-blade, because that would be pretty cool. Oh, it's an 8. It's a bat. It went like 8 and then went to the 0 and then fell back on the 8. I think I'm going to use his other luck because I don't want another bat.
Yeah, do it. It's cool.
Okay. Well,
maybe you'll find an assault rifle in there. You never know.
That one.
Chainsaw, maybe.
It's a 3. A bow. Who
found a bow?
Some sporting team was just like, my bats and my bows. All right.
Yeah, somebody stole it. Somebody stole it out of somebody's car. They couldn't pawn it, so then they just ditched it down here in the garbage can.
Okay, we got a bow. That's not really what we wanted.
Well,
last character to move is...
The nice thing about the bow is that it's only 1 injury base anyways, but you can always take a second shot with it at an additional -2, so you can fire it twice per action. So it's not terrible for fighting the old Ethereal Killer.
First movement, took her to there, rolling for her jump scare. It is a 10. Move all fright tokens D10. These rats are just scurrying all over the place, man.
Yeah, they are not happy with people down here.
Moving 2 inches.
Rat catchers got them riled up.
And then her second movement is going to take her another 5.
So, Malev, there was some chat earlier about a soundtrack and having set music for this game, and sort of getting brought up that maybe you should get into the horror writing genre. Maybe create some sweet Don't Look Back tracks. And all the infinite spare time that you happen to have.
Sure. All right, that's it for turn 2. Exclamation mark turn plus. Can we get that for a turn 3? Rolling for the fright tokens, turn 3. It is a 2, so it does not go off. That's good.
No, the rats are feasting on some leftovers from that cultist down here.
Darth Pulse. Let's see. Just in case, you always take your quiver. Never know. His movement is 5 plus 2. So is he going after Holden here since he's the closest?
Yeah.
So he gets there.
Poor Holden.
He's going to make
Hold on, Holden.
his first attack. All characters within 10 inches. Ooh, this is going to be close. I'm going to have to use a more specific form of measuring here. All right, yep, so he's within 10. So is Denise.
Awesome,
Ah, man.
Moya said that Gotham Archie was near his friend's place, so he saw people with bows and shit a few times riding on the subway. There you go.
There we go, yeah. Makes sense. 1 injury and 1 point of terror. So Holden gets an injury and a point of terror. Denise gets an injury and a point of terror. Max gets an injury.
You also have to remember that Holden's going to be able to cancel a jump scare
Yeah.
each turn. That'll probably be helpful since they're over there by dual escalators in some columns.
Chilled grasp on Holden. 17 does not go off, so that's pretty good.
So he's getting a bonus to his combat skill for each point of terror already on Holden.
Still good. He's 12, and even with that's 14.
Nice.
All right, character phase.
Holden don't got time for that.
I got a clutch play. All right, Denise. Denise is gonna, you know what? A ring-a-ding-ding. Hello. She's gonna call her daddy.
All right.
9 up.
Daddy.
No service in the subway. It was a 4. No service.
Oh, no service in the subway. Dude.
She needs to get... Okay. Well, still have another battery. Still have another charge, so it's not done yet. I'm going to have her move 4. Get her right here. Because she's in this board section, right? So I want to put the supporting character, like, up here. Oh, wait. Can the ethereal killer just move through walls, though?
Yeah, dude.
Oh. So, it's going to make him have to go. But he can just move. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Ghosty boys, man. Why?
He ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Oh, darn it. What do I... Okay, alright, well, that's her. Alice, here we go. Alice can move 3 to the edge. Take 1 for that. What's my investigate here? Is it
On
contact?
Alice?
Sorry, no.
Oh, it's within 2.
It's within 2?
It's at -2 to your awareness.
Beautiful.
Because
all right.
there are strange artifacts.
She's within 2. Her awareness is 12, so I need a 10 or under to properly investigate this. She did not get it. I'm going to use her luck. She got it on a 9. Boom. 1 investigated. Do you guys not just hold knives here? I mean, that's how I chop vegetables. And then you just do some of this.
Yeah, Moy, the rolls are rough this game. Things just aren't working out for the teens. Teens in the subway today.
I did need to roll a... Wait, was it within 2? Nah, she avoided it. He's gonna move his full 8. Basically take him right here. What's really cool is like the difficult terrain. The subway cars aren't difficult terrain. So if I go through the subway cars, I don't get movement penalties. But if I take the long way around, dude, this is actually really fun to play on the subway.
You could knock and shout in there if you want to get a point going for some terror mitigation.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that my next turn. Got a Holden here. He's gonna take a lot of damage next turn. I'm gonna stumble back.
Already, make sure you come on over to the Facebook page. It's been a lot of people putting some custom killers that they're working on. People are starting to put up shots of the tables that they're building. And we dumped some super secret rule sneak peeks in there. Added in a story that you can finish if you'd like. Lots of stuff going on, so come on over and talk horror and have fun with us.
His awareness is 8. So if he tries to back up,
Yeah.
he's just gonna trip and fall on his face.
Yeah, he's not so good at that.
I wonder if I no.
Do the fend off.
Yeah.
So remember that's rolling under your luck stat. Not its current luck, but your luck stat.
So it'd be a 10% chance. And I have a luck point I could use. I think I'm gonna try it, man.
Alright.
Fend off. So I'm rolling a d20, 2 or under. It's a 3. I rolled a 3. Gonna use his other luck point. And it's a 6. Alright, so that was pointless. I guess I'm gonna try to shoot him. I can do that, right?
Yes, sir.
Misses with that. So he's also out of ammo now.
Who has the bow?
Oh, he did.
So go ahead instead use the bow so you can see how that works. So you missed with the first one, but you can always take a second shot with it at an additional -2.
All right, so instead of using the shotgun, you can use the bow that I found. Yeah, so the first one misses. So my combat is 12, and that time it goes off.
So you hit Spooky Ghost with an arrow.
He shot once, didn't realize how the bow, Katniss Everdeen style, how to correct it. And then shoots the ghost and it disturbs him slightly. They are Darth Balls. It is a Hail Mary of a play. I was really hoping that it, further content.
But what it lets you do, Darth Balls, if you successfully fend off, even with that 10% chance, you actually turn the killer back into a fright token.
Yeah, and you have to respawn and go through the process. So it would have given me a reprieve for at least a turn. All right, can we get a turn 3 going on?
Sir, Doug's gonna beat me to it though.
Unless it's not turn 3. Is it turn 4 or 3? See, right there. I would have messed it up. Turn 4. Here we go. Fright tokens.
This is only a 12-turn.
It's a 1.
12-turn plot here.
I rolled a 1 on turn 4, so fright tokens don't go off.
Wow.
Killer's already in contact, so
don't forget that you're gonna put one in the center of the table.
Oh,
so there's
right.
another fright token. Showing up more rats are gonna spill down into the sewers. Yeah, Darth Ball. So if you run into a killer that's really outclassing you, like in this case, this killer could be pretty brutal. So you could risk that, especially if you have one of your character rerolls. You'll get a chance to maybe fight him back off into the shadows for a little while.
All right, he uses first attack, which gives everyone within 10 inches 1 injury and 1 terror point. His rat whistle. So that's only going to be Max and Holden for right now. And then his second attack against Holden. Oh my gosh, it's a 20. 20. Wow. So it doesn't attack, which is great. Otherwise it would have done 4 points of damage to Holden. All right. There's the luck that I needed. Character phase, here we go. Gonna move Alice. She moves a full 10. Roll for her jump scare. It's a 10. Man, I've gotten that one a lot. So all fright tokens are moving 4 inches towards her.
Yeah, this has been an active pack of rats.
Which is actually sort of nice, because now when Max activates, he won't have to take, well...
Yeah, it's cool and it's thematic with our rat catcher guy here.
Take it back. He's now, instead of getting 1 fright, he's going to get 3. Oh no, he's going to die next turn. He already has 6 fright. Okay. All right, so I'm going to activate him. And his heart is pounding. He is at 9 fright, which means on the next fright phase, if I can't get rid of some of these, he's going to die.
Yeah, he's going to fall victim just through terror.
4. I'm going to move him in right here. And I'm going to knock and shout.
Yeah. So one of the actions you can take is knock and shout to sort of represent like when the characters are tearing through the night, banging on the house doors, running from house to house looking for help. And somebody might turn on a light, you know, and look out on the porch to see who's there, and then obviously ignore them. When you knock and shout, you get to place a light token in contact with any door on the building that you're knocking on. And we decided to make this, each of the train cars count as a building.
So purpose. I needed to use Alice's special encourage for him to pass that. I'm going to go ahead and do that and give... a light right there, and that gets rid of this fright token, right? Thanks for the follow, Harmony Bear. Also Donald Hogain. All right, so that gets rid of that. He is now in light, which means he loses 1 terror, right?
Yep. And he also next turn, well, anytime a character starts their turn in a light token, they don't gain terror for that turn. They've built up enough self-resolve that they're feeling a little bit better. So you can actually go a whole turn without getting it when you start in it.
So I get rid of 1.
Light is pretty clutch.
I got rid of 1, and I'm still at 8, which means it's double his value. He's going to die, right?
Yes.
So...
But,
I think instead of moving, I think I need to knock and shout from outside. And then I can take a breath. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so knock and shout is a quick action. So you can take a breath while you're inside that light token. And take a breath, the character may remove 1 terror token or 2 injury tokens. The character may remove an additional terror or injury token if they are in a light token when they take this action.
Right, but I'd already moved once. So what I'm saying is I need to pull my movement back, use knock and shout on the outside.
Yeah, there you go.
And that gets rid of 3 fright tokens. Gets rid of 1, and then I can take a breath. Which is the much better deal in the first place. And it's a co-op game, so if anyone's upset that I'm retroactively doing this, I don't care. I want Max to live.
Yeah, you're still in your character turn.
I don't have to roll for take a breath, right?
No. Nope, that just happens.
So I can remove 1 terror and then an additional because I'm in the light. And that brings me to 6 points of terror, which is pretty good, actually. She moved. He did that. Denise is going to roll awareness up there for that point of interest. Her awareness is 13 minus 2, so an 11 or under. It does not go off. She does not find it. Now she's going to use Daddy's phone again.
See if the signal's better near the escalator.
9 up. It's a 9. She's close enough. She barely squeaks a message through. And I get to put a summoning character anywhere in her board section. So I'm going to go ahead and put that I'm gonna put it over here by this little phone booth. Put it right by this phone booth. Maybe she calls maybe Denise is. Maybe she's real tricky. Maybe she calls this telephone booth. I don't know if that's how phone booths work. I never honestly really use them.
You can. Yeah, you can call it. You can call it telephone booth.
So with a supporting character, in this case, a telephone that's ringing, the killer was automatically going to target that on the next turn. Okay. Harmony, my win percentage, it's probably like around 60 to 7. I could probably see 75. 3 out of 4 times I win, and that's like on the base difficulty. And we have ways of increasing the difficulty if you're really good at the game and want the extra challenge. The supporting character, the killer doesn't move immediately, right? Only moves during its next killer phase.
Say that again. I missed
For
that.
the supporting character, the killer doesn't move immediately.
No, it's when it activates.
When it activates,
so when it's
right.
a target using its MO, it'll go after that person.
Okay.
And Connor, I lied to you, by the way, also.
I bet which part?
It's the your supporting character that removes the fright tokens, not the light token itself.
So I went from 9 to 7.
Yes.
Cool. Still under, which is good. So the question is, what do I do with Holden here? I think I just shoot away again.
Yeah. So the big thing is when you go from indie to slasher mode, which is the next level up. Characters are gaining a point of terror at the start of each turn as the tempo of the craziness is increased. See you, Darth Balls. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks, Darth Rolls. Thanks for hanging out. I shot him with the bow again. It went off. So boom. And now I could take a second shot. Actually, no. It only has 3 ammo, right? 3 ammo. So the bow's out of ammo now. So now I'm going to take a second shot. Can I shoot again with my shotgun?
The bow's got 10.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, you get a quiver of them. You get a full 10.
Cool. So I'll shoot again as a second action. That also goes off. Alright, so my first action was to shoot, and then I used the bow's special roll to make a second shot. That's both my actions, or I have one more quick left?
Bows do go pew, Marshall Doug. They're screamers. They got screaming heads on them. What'd you say?
My first action, I shot the bow, and then I used its special roll. Yep. Is that my second action,
so
or do I still have one left?
No, that's just part of that attack. That's just part of that attack. When you take your action, you get 2 attacks out of it.
So now... Now I'm gonna...
What you could do is, so the cool thing about the bow, you took your long action to make an attack at normal, made your second one at -2. You could use your quick action to take a snapshot. The first one would be at -5, and then you could take another one at -7. So with the bow, you could actually end up firing 4 shots per turn.
Snapshot doesn't go off, nor does the second one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 out of 10. 6 arrows down, 4 left. And that is the end of turn 4. Got a turn plus in the chat. We are starting turn 5, rolling for fright tokens. They go off. There's only 1 though. And it is a 7. 6 inches towards closest character. Oh, who is it? Is it 2, 3, 4? Oh, it's Max. So if this fright token goes into the light, does it disappear? Or does it stay right on the edge?
That's what I was saying. That was my fault. I was mixing up my rules for light token and supporting character token. Supporting character is the one that gets hurt.
I thought you meant terror tokens. So it did get rid of the terror token by turning on, but it didn't get rid of the 3 fright tokens that were next to him.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that was my fault.
Ah.
Wraith Knight, you can't. They're unfortunately in some guard's knee.
Alright, so they can't move into the light though, right?
No. Well, I mean, they can, but if your character is starting, will start their activation in the light, they don't gain terror for the turn. So they can be in the light, but they're just not going to affect a character who's in there.
Alright, so we got 3 more to roll for. For 10, and the last one is 6. So 2 more move, and then the killer pops up.
Well, he's already out, so this is going to be rolling under his wounds to see
Oh,
if
is
he
this an
becomes
enraged?
enraged or comes out of the shadows to menace the character that's most fitted.
He did. I rolled a 1. So he's under his runes, so he slinks off. Right?
So then he's going to come back immediately in the rear arc of the character that's most isolated.
Which is the supporting character or Denise? Because he's targeting the supporting character.
Yeah, he will. So he will come back because he's going to target the supporting character. So he's just going to be in base to base with the old supporter.
Oh, that's one way to get rid of him, I guess. All right, so it's
the phone. Hello.
What is this? So that's the end of the fright phase, killer phase. He's already in base to base, so he's just going to attack. His first attack doesn't affect anyone because he's not within 10 inches. Well, it affects the supporting character. Second attack is a...
That's going to gain an injury and a terror.
Right. Second attack was a 15, so second attack doesn't go off. Got lucky.
And supporting characters can take either 3 terror or 3 injuries before they are removed. So he's got 2 left of each. The phone has 2 left of each.
Yo, 3 little white
cool.
legs. That is a good idea. Alright, so character phase. Denise is going to focus, investigate. So her awareness is 13. She's going to focus to 16 minus 2 for this specific scenario. It's 14. It's a 13. It goes off. That's 2 down.
She's got the whistle. All we need left is for somebody to clutch up and get the burlap sack down there in the bottom.
She's going to move 10. Double move. She doesn't have any wounds or terror right now because she was able to get away from everything so fast. Roll for her jump scare.
And if she hadn't, what'd you roll?
Rolled lunge, but killer's already out. So instead, I place a fright token base to base.
Spoke too soon. There's plenty of rats for Denise too.
And then, so this flipped off at the end of the killer's phase.
So there's no light there.
Oh man, Max is gonna, and he doesn't get terror this turn though, because he started in the light, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's good. He's just gonna have to get out of
Furry
it.
Seth isn't even here, man. But what we are doing, Furries, we're playing the Well in the Woods scenario, but we're playing it in an urban setting. So we're playing in a subway. He's MVP by not being here. He's not hanging out in the New York City subway, getting chased by rats and the ethereal rat catcher.
No, it's good that Seth isn't here. You don't always need Seth, guys. You know, there's other characters. He's not even that good.
True. That's like saying you don't really need oxygen.
It's nothing like that. All right.
Exactly like that.
Max double move. Let's see if he trips. He does not trip. Then Holden. Holden's going to take a breath. Remove a terror token. And then he's going to move 4 inches. I think I'm going to... Yeah, he's going to play guard dog. And ignore the jump scare.
He's tough as nails.
So that was Denise, Alice. That is the end of turn whatever we're on. Turn plus. Next turn, please.
And I think this is
starting to pick up
what
and
else
go.
that I really like about this is that so Don't Look Back has a lot of action choices, lots of quick actions, lots of long actions that you can take, and you may not use all of them, but there's a lot of things in there that'll let you add thematic elements to your plot, and some of them are also really good depending on what type of killer you happen to be playing. So in this case, Knock and Shout becomes a very useful skill when the ethereal killer is chunking out terror points.
So on the fright tokens, I'm rolling for the one farthest from characters first?
Closest first.
Closest. Okay, great.
It used to be back in the day, that was the rule. It used to be farthest.
The first one I rolled a 2, so it goes away. So Alice will not suffer the consequences. Next one.
And where was it?
Right here, in base to base.
So if there's a light token within 6, it also flips.
Oh, it does not. Next one is 9. Killer's already there. He still has 4 injuries, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong dice. Roll under his dice, see what happens. 14. Nothing happens. He is enraged.
So now his critical range goes up.
Next one is also a 9. So nothing. I guess I roll to see if he goes away again. He does not.
Well, he's also already there with the supporting character.
And the last one is a 10.
Enraged.
So
Jeez.
3, he does disappear, but he's going to show right back up on the phone. And then I need to place 1 in B and C. So 1 in B. It's going to be like there. 1 in C. It's going to be like here. Okay.
More rats.
That's the fright. Now it's the killer's phase. He's gonna scream, train whistle, terror, and a wound to the payphone supporting character. Supporting character payphone. Best supporting character. Oh, thanks, Sasquatch. Yeah, it's pretty fun to play in something that's not the woods, to be honest. Because all of our playtesting, well, most of our playtesting has been with the woods and the cabin. Anything I've played in real life so far. So it's nice to be able to physically handle things besides trees. 17 on his attack has 2 terror. His attack is 12, so it doesn't go off, and his enraged token goes away because he doesn't crit. Payphone, best phone, man. Payphone is saving the day right now. End of killer phase. This light flips back on, and
he's trying to rip the phone book off the cord off the bottom of it.
His ghost hands just keep slipping through because the ring just scares him. He's never seen a phone before. All right, so characters. I'm gonna go. Alice. Let's see. This is like. Oh, that's like in the conductor's cabin. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, I can get to base, and then I can make a desperate action search, right? No, I can't.
You can get there at the end of your second action.
Because it's -2, and my desperate action would be -10, so it would be impossible. Unless I rolled a 1.
Well, you may as well. I mean, desperate action.
It's a 17.
Not desperate enough.
Nope. All right, so she's going to get there. I'm gonna get Max to within awareness because I want him to be able to use his baby blues to give her some extra movement towards the end. So I'm gonna move him 4, and then I'm gonna have him take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then roll for her jump scare. Also see if she trips. Have to reroll that. Does not trip. And rolling for the jump scare, it is a 5. Tap on the shoulder, place closest friendly supporting character and base to base. I'm fine with that. Holden's turn is the last one. I'm going to have him let me take a look at that. Remove 2 injury tokens from a friendly character. So that's going to get 2 from Denise. And then... I could have 7 minutes in heaven. I haven't done that one yet. But, I like the killer where it's at, so...
Best phone, pay phone.
Best phone, pay phone. You better believe I'm going to use a payphone in any sort of modern scenario. Middle of the woods payphone. Calling it. Literally.
We need to have Ben sculpt us a pizza delivery guy, you know, like holding the pizza box, and he just like wanders up and gets eaten.
So I'm just going to have him move 4 back, and he ignores his jump scare. Okay. That's the end of that. Turn plus, please. Is this turn 7 now, I think?
Yeah, this will be turn 7.
Fright tokens.
I think in any setting, like even if you have your characters lost out in the woods, crazy cult activity, and then out of the brush comes the pizza man. Hey, did you kids order this?
Hey, someone order a pizza. 9.
This better not be a joke.
Kind of spooky out here. So this one disappears. Roll to see if the killer goes away or not. He does, but then he comes right back. So I guess since we can't really actually make him go away, he just automatically becomes enraged, huh?
Yeah.
Special case with the ethereal killer. Next one is a 6, so it moves 6 inches towards... Let's see, it was in the middle. So it's up here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches to here.
I didn't order the pizza. I ordered you.
Kind of want pizza now too. That's it. Killer phase. He shrieks, and the payphone explodes.
Finally rips the receiver off, rips the book off the bottom of it. See you later, payphone.
So no one has line of sight on him now. Wait, Holden does. No, he doesn't. Holden turned the other way. So,
alright, so then
he disappears.
He's going to be removed, and then during the next killer phase, he'll come back using his MO. Be replaced using his MO. So they lost sight of him, and he disappears into the shadows, and now they're not sure where he is anymore.
All they know is the phone stopped ringing. Yo, what's up, Goon? Hey, Goon, how's that audio? I think we fixed it. I stapled foam all over this room. So hopefully it's a bit better.
And even to his legs.
No echo here. Killer phase, so character phase. Okay. All right, Alice. Alice is going to focus and pick this up.
Gotta get it. She's like reaching between the tracks and the car out that door, trying to get it off the tracks down there. You can do it, Alice.
So on a 13 or up, goes through. It's a 19, man.
She's the worst. If Seth was here, he would have clutched it by now.
And she already used her luck on the other one. Could I have used my megaphone on myself instead? No, wait. That only does that.
Yeah, that's not helpful here.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think Max is going to have to... He's going to run in these doors.
Get him, Max.
This is double move. Let's see if he trips. Does not trip. That way he can encourage her next turn. Did he start within... He probably did start within 4, so I'll throw a terror right there. Thanks, Goon. Goon was helping me out with sound at like 1 in the morning last night. Gonna be double moving back towards this vent. Both of these.
Seth does know Morse code. The other thing, since we were talking about pizza, and this is canon since I'm writing this game, Seth also enjoys ham and pineapple on his pizzas.
Okay, but I enjoy a good Hawaiian pizza.
So do I.
It's a good flavor.
Seth's fave.
Ugh, Seth.
But it's just as controversial as he is.
Yeah, Ben loves ham and pie. He loves a good Hawaiian too.
Well, he doesn't count. He's from a prison island.
Pizza for dinner. It's kind of messed up, dude. Okay. That's all my characters' moves. Turn.
Jackson, hashtag Seth is a pineapple.
Turn plus, baby. Turn plus.
No, he's a potato.
Seth is a tomato. Turn 8.
And then Ben comes out with, he puts anchovies on his Hawaiian.
Anchovies can be good on a Hawaiian.
No.
Do you like Caesar salad?
I do, but that also has nothing to do with
Yeah, it
Hawaiian
does. A core ingredient of Caesar dressing is anchovies. If you like Caesar salad, you like anchovies.
But cheese and Caesar dressing and lettuce is very different than my dough, sauce, cheese, pineapple, and
this
ham.
is going to be the thing that breaks our relationship.
I'm sorry.
This is going to be the thing that I actually get upset at you about, I think.
Seth is a brotato.
For some reason, I read bratwurst at first. Seth is the bratwurst.
Hashtag brotato. That's yes.
Hawaiian pizza is delicious, and Tracy, you're incorrect. That's all there is to it. Turn 8. Here we go. Fright tokens. There's only one on the board. It is a 4. It's moving 6 inches towards the closest character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Connor, can you give us a new view with the subway cam?
Yeah,
so we can
that's
see a little bit more of the terrain.
It's a great point because
it's such a cool setup, and it's harder to see sky down on this, but just the texture and the terrain in the subway is it's awesome.
All right, so this is the last point of interest that we're hunting for right here. Okay, fright taken moved, killer comes back, right? Killer placed with his MO. His MO is 6 inches away from the most characters.
Right, I can see it on there. There's another fright token by the light token there.
I couldn't see that from my viewpoint. Top-down view. It's a 10, so don't even have to place the killer because that one is the killer. And he moves 2d10 towards the closest character, which I think is going to be Denise. He moves 5 plus 2 because he's fast plus 2, so he moves 9 inches, which is going to get there.
Connor Moya wants to know, he said, did you build one for the Marvel Crisis Protocol demo?
No, we did not. But we did more or less make this for Marvel crisis. We fell in love with the idea. It's built off of our arc terrain system, so like the walls and everything is modular. So it's just kind of an extension of that range. All right, he gets there and does attack number 2, right?
Yes.
14, it does go off. It does 2 points of damage because she has 2 terror right now.
No, Doug, thank you. You're a scholar and a gentleman.
That's a fright token. Now, killer phase. This is going to be brutal. He lets out his rat whistle. Ears are bleeding. Hearts are pounding. Denise gains a terror and a wound. Holden gains a terror and a wound. And then he is swinging again. He is trying to catch the rat that is Denise. It goes off. So he does 3 more wounds now, because she has 3 terror. She is at 8 wounds.
We gotta get these pieces to that hole over there and toss them back down into Victorian sewer land.
Yep.
Yeah, boy, I said nobody ever. Poor Denise said no one ever.
Denise has been pretty clutch for me, I'm gonna be honest. Character phase. Alice is going to focus up. So she goes 12 to 15 minus 2 to 13. It goes off. She's got 2. Holden. All right. I think we can do this. I think we can do it. Holden is going to baby blues her in the base to base.
Oh, here it goes. Is it happening?
Not yet. And they're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move 4 this way. He baby blues her in. He said, "You have 2 of the items. You need to survive." And he gives her a romantic kiss, shoves her out the train door, and then runs in the other direction. Now. Holden's gonna move into base to base with Alice. And Holden is going to take 7 minutes in heaven. I don't even have to roll for this, do I? I've never actually.
So one of my buddies just sent me a Discord picture of the movie poster for a movie called The Midnight Meat Train. That's awesome.
Okay. So he moves in 7 minutes in heaven. It just happens, right?
Yeah, yep.
All right, so Holden moves in 7 minutes in heaven. Which means I get to place the killer in the base to base with a different character of your choice.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Max. But you can be the hero you wanted to be.
Yeah,
Denise.
Demonic Beaver. That looks
Does
thrilling.
Denise is going to double move and deposit the burlap sack.
She tosses it down the hole back into the Victorian sewer.
See if
We're
she
a third
trips
of the way there.
on the way there. She does.
Probably.
She does trip. She rolled a 2.
Yeah,
so she
I saw
trips.
that. Demonic Beaver as Bradley Cooper.
and takes an injury. She's at 9 injuries, but at least she got there.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Shockwave. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Thanks for checking out the game. It'll be on YouTube shortly. You can also watch it. We'll highlight it on Twitch. Yep. Denise trips. As her heel slips as she throws it in. Takes a point. She's at 9 points. Holden did 2 actions. Everyone's done 2 actions. It is now turn plus. Turn plus, please. Fright token. There's only 1. It is an 8. Move 6 inches towards closest character, so it's going to be base to base.
Also, don't forget that in that killer phase, we had to flip that light token.
Yes.
People aren't going to be getting the benefit of that right now as they run back across the board.
And that's it. Now we're into the killer phase. First thing he's going to do is let out a train whistle howl. Give both Max...
This isn't Boxcar Willie. This is the rat catcher.
No, sorry. A rat whistle howl. It's all whistles. It's whistles all the way down. Denise and... No, sorry. Max and Alice are each going to gain a point of terror and a wound. And then he's going to swing away at Max. He does it. He hits. Max takes 8 points of damage on top of the 4 he already has.
He falls victim to the killer.
Immediately dies. At which point the killer
But then, yes,
goes away.
Whoop.
And is placed next turn. That's right.
He will not be placed next turn, and also the characters gain an extra quick action.
That's right. So Max, the true hero, not Seth, not lucking into a situation, deliberately put himself in a line of danger. Deliberately fell victim.
Because he's a meathead.
Okay, but his heart's in a good place. And
yeah, all over the train tracks.
Oh, that's gruesome. We know that Ratman just steals his soul. Max is not overrated. Max, if anything, is very underrated. Do you see his baby blues? You know who saw them? Alice. Alice saw them. Alice saw those baby blues.
And all right. Ran away.
Alice is going to start. She's going to gain a point of terror. She is going to get out of here. She's going to make it all the way over here. Roll for my jump scare. It's a 4. Flip all light tokens within 12 inches.
Man, it's getting spicy.
So we got Alice. Can I see? I can kind of see. That works. Denise is going to stand up, take a breath, move a terror point. Holden's going to move 4 inches. And let me take a look. So she's going to get 2 wounds taken away, a terror point taken away. That's it. That's the end of turn 9. Turn 10. Turn plus, please. So this is the turn I get a free quick action since the killer took his victim. I think I can win. I think I can win right here.
Furry says that Max still wets the bed.
Max is what? So no,
Max
he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He makes monsters wet the bed. That's what happens. You guys don't even know. She's gonna move 3 inside of here, and then 7. Oh no, she's not gonna quite get there. 7 to the
She's
edge.
trying her hardest.
Oh, but she does, because free quick action. Let me see. Let me roll in the jump scare table first, because I'm by the escalators. It is an 8. The character gains 1 terror point.
Denise dies.
And then she takes her last quick action. Moves 5 inches in. Actually, it's difficult terrain, so she can only move 2.5, which is still just enough. Drops in the bludgeoning stick and the actual rat whistle. And on the end of turn 10, we have banished the rat man, the rat man of the subway of the. Oh, man, that would have been so cool if I came up with a name in time.
Connor, can you show us the cards real quick so we can see like how many injuries and how much terror people have? Since people are asking how often we win, we'll show you how close kind of this scenario ended up being. So we lost Max.
So Max was like, I've like taken a bunch of tokens off of Max. He had 12 wounds and so many others. Alice fared fairly well, if only because she got away from this killer. If you're within 10 inches of this killer, that's where things really happen. Denise was at 9 wounds, so 1 away from dying. And her terror, I think, was at like 5. I got rid of 3 in the last few turns, maybe. And then Holden was about halfway to death since the beginning of the game.
And if the killer had made any of those secondary attacks on the supporting character, the payphone, he would have been coming back much quicker, and it would have been probably fairly likely that somebody else could have dust in there.
Yeah, there's 2 things that are really clutch in this game. I mean, all the characters' abilities are pretty good. Holden being able to navigate things without jump scares is really nice. Max being able to manipulate the female characters towards him. That sounded kind of weird. Seth's flashlight and Denise's daddy's phone, who call him a supporting character. All of those, like their special abilities, can make or break the game for you. In this case,
Murray. We like it too.
That ringing payphone just saved the day for us.
We did forget a rule in there, Connor.
Which that?
Unfortunately, we forgot overflowing of evil. So we should have been putting a terror token on the well each turn also. So that would have made things play out a little differently.
Yes, we did forget that rule.
That's my fault. I was so distracted by this table. It's so cool.
Yeah, that would have, especially on the trip back, I think that probably would have killed Denise on the way back, actually, because she was like pretty damn close.
So she maybe would have had to have used that light token, passed through that light token.
Yep.
On her way to help out a little bit. So that was a pretty close one. Because we only had two turns left as well. And the killer would be coming back right in their faces this next turn also.
Guys, mainly...
It's a 3x3 furry, and it's set up for... is this one 28 mil?
Yeah, yeah. So the scale of the subway, there's doors that are included in this turnstile room. And it comes with the 2 scales of doors, so you get 28 or 32. And depending on what scale game you're playing, you can put whichever one in you like. The rest of it's pretty agnostic. I think that was good. I'm happy we won, because the last game that we lost actually kind of put me in a downer mood, you know.
Yeah, when Ranger Sandy got gunned down in the field.
Yeah, that was brutal. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna sum up here, and then we can chill for a bit, just for the YouTube video's sake. Again, this was a core scenario book, core book scenario. We adapted it to fit the subway instead of the rural cabin in the woods. You can do it with all the scenarios, whatever terrain you have laying around. If you want to mix it up, all you got to do is beforehand make the decision. What's area terrain, what's difficult terrain, and just follow the quadrant setup that you get in the rulebook. Thanks for watching this gameplay of Don't Look Back. It was fun. A Sundered Empire table. Maybe they discover an old ruins, potentially. Yeah, it does scale with Marvel Protocol. And it's modular, so if you don't want to do a 3x3, you can do it. I think that sums it up. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming and hanging out. And don't forget to come over and hang out with us on the Facebook page, too, if you haven't already.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun stuff going on.
Got the Facebook page, Don't Look Back. Check it out. Get in, get some of the lore, some of the fluff, contribute to maybe some new expansions coming down the line.